This evening, fatal accident on Potaro Road. Porter killed, driver hospitalized. University of Guyana's annual open day and job fair begins tomorrow. Operation Safe Road cracks down on unsafe vehicles in Region 3, revoking fitness for 20 vehicles. In the region, Ecuador, new coral reef discovered in Galapagos Island. And internationally, record heatwave in South Asia hits new temperature high. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for April 19, 2023. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, tragedy struck on Monday evening on the 15 km Potaro Road in Bartica as a fatal incident involving a motor lorry GAC 4427. The vehicle was driven by Bramrup Ragnat, a 50-year-old resident of Southeast Commonsburg Lodge, East Coast Demerara, and Porter Kurt Ferreira, a 45-year-old resident of Swan Suicide Linden Highway, who unfortunately lost his life in the accident. According to reports, the motor lorry was traveling east along the Potaro Road at an alarming speed when the driver lost control of the vehicle while descending a hill. The accident caused the vehicle to topple, and both the driver and the porter received injuries to their bodies. Passerbys quickly acted and took them to the Georgetown Public Hospital. However, Ferreira was pronounced dead on arrival. Ragnat was admitted and his condition is regarded as stable. The police were notified of the incident on Tuesday afternoon and have begun investigations into the matter. In other news, the University of Guyana is preparing to host its annual Open Day and Job Fair from April 20th to 22nd at the Turkin campus and April 28th at the Tain campus. Admission is free and the event runs daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The theme for this year's event is Advancing Local Content Priorities, Maximizing Opportunities. The Open Day component of the event aims to provide potential university students with an opportunity to explore the over 150 programs offered by UG and learn about various career paths from the university's faculty and students. The job fair will provide information on job and internship opportunities from top and local international organizations. The event is open to students from senior secondary schools, post-secondary institutions, professionals from the public and private sectors, and the general public. Staying with current events, in an effort to maintain safe roadways for all road users, traffic ranks conducted Operation Safe Road in Region 3, specifically on the Lenora Public Road in West Coast Demerara on Tuesday. During the operation, the fitness for 20 vehicles was revoked due to obscure ID marks and/or prohibition of tinted glass. The operation included the removal of tints from the offending vehicles, and several cases were made, including 5 for obscured identification mark, 1 for unlicensed conductor, 9 for breach of condition of road service license, and 6 for tinted motor vehicle. This operation is part of the ongoing effort to improve road safety in Guyana and to ensure that all road users are following the law and regulations that are in place to protect them. It serves as a reminder to all drivers and vehicle owners to maintain their vehicles in accordance with the law and to adhere to all road safety regulations. Stick around where we return. GPHC launches state-of-the-art psychiatric department, and authorities remind bar owners of obligations to prevent drinking and driving.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop. Be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. Here's credit. And today, all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate soak for all you wanna know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in oil. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a Guyana map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You head more? You crazy? You mad? You head no good? Why you look, let me show you that life. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash you your landlord.
To explore our home ownership program, check our Facebook page for more information or come down to our office at Avalon Friendship.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Man.
You got to look.
Yes.
Call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740. Fabulous Homes International Realty, changing tenants into homeowners.
At Fabulous Homes, we bring your dreams to life.
Welcome back. The Attorney General's Chambers and Ministry of Legal Affairs have reminded the public and bar owners of the provisions of the Intoxicating Liquor License Amendment Act 2022, which imposes obligations on license holders to play a more active role in preventing drinking and driving. Despite enacting amendments to several pieces of the legislation, reports and complaints suggest that bar owners have not complied with their obligations under the Amendment Act. The Act includes obligations such as verifying the age of persons before employing them, selling intoxicating liquor to them, or allowing them into any bar on the licensed premises, in discouraging drinking and driving, and refusing to admit drunk, violent, quarrelsome, or disorderly persons into licensed premises. The fines for breaching these obligations have also increased. Non-compliant bar owners will be charged and prosecuted. Copies of the Intoxicating Liquor License Amendment Act 2022 can be obtained from the Parliament Office and public buildings or accessed on the website of the Official Gazette. In other news, on Monday, the Linden Hospital Complex received medical equipment and supplies valued at over $10 million from the 18th Chinese Medical Brigade. The Minister of Public Works, Bishop One Edgehill, received the donation in a simple ceremony while highlighting the prosperous relationship between Guyana and the People's Republic of China. He also emphasized the government's commitment to making healthcare in Guyana world-class, adding that keen attention is paid to the state of medical facilities in Region 10 and capacity had been increased at Linden and Kukwani. Edgehill noted that efforts are made to ensure essential lists of supplies are available at all health centers and main hospitals. The health sector in Guyana received an allocation of $84.9 billion in the 2023 budget to transform the health sector into one with world-class capabilities. Meanwhile, the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation has launched a $98.9 million state-of-the-art psychiatric department offering new services including electroconvulsive therapy, ketamine services for depression, neuropsychiatry, and forensic psychology. These are in addition to the adult and children's psychology, geriatric psychology, and support services currently being offered. The department aims to provide a conducive space for patients to receive care dignified and respectfully. Additionally, the government has made improvements to mental health legislation to protect the human rights of mental health patients. A newly reformed Suicide Prevention Act includes provisions for a multi-stakeholder commission to address the pressing issue of suicide in Guyana. Psychiatric services are also being decentralized to ensure equal access to care nationwide. Medical personnel will be trained in Northwell, New York to ensure that the department is staffed with highly trained professionals equipped to provide patients with the best possible care. Don't go way after the break. Dominion Fox News reaches $787 million settlement in defamation case, and record heat wave in South Asia hits new temperature highs.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. Here's credit. And today, all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you wanna know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document planting flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radical went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a Guyana map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide.
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and that is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle, and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You head more? You crazy? You mad? You head no good? Why you buy? Look, let me show you that light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash away your landlord.
To explore our home ownership program, check our Facebook page for more information or come down to our office at Avalon Friendship.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yes.
Call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740. Fabulous Homes International Realty, changing tenants into homeowners.
At Fabulous Homes, we bring your dreams to life.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. The Galapagos Islands in the Pacific are known for their unique ecosystem, and even now new discoveries are being made. Scientists have just revealed a pristine cold water coral reef deep beneath the waters of the coastline, which could be home to more undiscovered species. Al Jazeera's Stephanie Decker reports.
A newly discovered, ancient, underwater world. It may not look like the vibrant, colourful coral of times past, but these are said to be in perfect condition. An exciting discovery by a scientific expedition off the coast of Ecuador's Galapagos Islands.
We have not found reefs of this type in such extensive and developed depths. They are at least several thousand years old, if not more, and are in pristine condition, which is very important on a global level. Many of the deep systems are degraded for hundreds of years by different types of human intervention.
The reef is around 2 kilometers long and 400 meters deep and hosts an abundance of marine life. The discovery was made with the help of this deep-sea research submersible called Alvin, which goes down hundreds of meters.
It allows us to know more about these unknown habitats. As we all know, it's very difficult to obtain information for more than 40 or 50 or even 60 meters deep. With these tools or this technological equipment, we'll be able to access this information.
The discovery is the first of its kind inside the Galapagos Marine Reserve. It's believed this reef has been here for many centuries, supporting potentially unique marine life deep under the ocean's surface and far away from our damaging actions. Stephanie Decker, Al Jazeera.
Internationally, one of the highest profile defamation trials in the United States has ended in a settlement. Fox News has agreed to pay Dominion Voting System $787 million. The company sued the cable network for making claims that its voting machines swayed the results of the 2020 presidential elections. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna reports.
The lawyers file in for what was to be the first day of trial. The selection of the 12 jurors and their alternates had been completed, and opening arguments were about to begin. But then a delay while the public and the massive media contingent waited. Shortly before 4 p.m. Tuesday, a settlement was announced. The two sets of lawyers came out. The Dominion team appeared jubilant.
The truth matters. Lies have consequences. Over 2 years ago, a torrent of lies swept Dominion and election officials across America into an alternative universe of conspiracy theories, causing grievous harm to Dominion and the country. Today's settlement of $787,500,000 represents vindication and accountability.
Fox has admitted to telling lies about Dominion that caused enormous damage to my company, our employees, and the customers that we serve. Nothing can ever make up for that.
There was no immediate comment from the Fox lawyers. The company instead released a statement saying, "We acknowledge the court's rulings finding certain claims about Dominion to be false. This settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards." Fox has avoided what could have been an embarrassing cross-examination of its high-powered anchors, who Dominion claimed knowingly supported baseless lies. The chairman of Fox, Rupert Murdoch, who in private emails acknowledged that his network had erred in its reporting, was also spared the possibility of having to admit this in the dark. But the company's problems are not over. Another voting machines company, Smartmatic, is bringing a similar case against Fox. It is claiming $2.7 billion in damages and a public acknowledgement that the network knowingly lied. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
And finally, a heat wave is baking in South and Southeast Asia. In India, schools in several states have been closed, while in Thailand, health officials have warned people to stay home to avoid heat strokes. Al Jazeera's Tony Sheng reports.
Revellers in Bangkok celebrate the Thai New Year with water fights, a tradition that marks the beginning of the rainy season. But this year it brought record temperatures, 45.4 degrees Celsius, a new high, even for a country accustomed to hot weather. Outside the Grand Palace, a temporary respite from the heat for the birds, and lots of umbrellas, but not a drop of rain in sight.
I think it is a little bit hotter this year. It's very hot this time of year anyway. The rainy season will come in a month or so, but this period is hotter than the rainy season.
The heat waves being felt all across South and Southeast Asia. Bangladesh's capital Dhaka reached temperatures of 42 degrees Celsius, hotter than it's been in decades. Not so bad for those who can afford to retreat indoors into the air conditioning, but potentially life-threatening for those that can't. But while millions across the region are feeling the heat, there's little governments can do.
Knowing exactly where your vulnerable population is and how to create measures that reduce and mitigate the impact of a heat wave on them is actually quite difficult to do.
In rural India, average temperatures are 5 degrees higher than usual for this time of year. Agricultural workers have little choice when it comes to working under the glare of the sun, and even if they can find somewhere to shelter, their land is baking.
The temperatures have gone up considerably in recent years. Earlier, it would never go above 37 degrees Celsius. Now it goes up to 45 degrees. The heat is extremely harsh. My body is dehydrated, it needs water, and so do my crops. The heat is so bad that even if you irrigate them, they are still dry.
With the mercury rising, everyone's watching the forecasts and hoping for rain.
Here in Bangkok, the temperatures have gone down to a relatively cool 37 degrees. The question now is going to be, when do the monsoon rains start? And if they don't come soon, it's going to be a long, hot summer. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.
This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. This concludes today's headline news update. Tune in tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. with our next broadcast. For more news and updates, you can visit our Facebook and YouTube pages. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.